Hello again. Take off my glasses. Okay, so I'm going to be telling you guys about the first paranormal experience that I remember. Actually, I'm going to say about 3 paranormal experiences that I remember before I was born. Or, you know, while I was a kid. The very first memory that I remember of all times, the very first memory I remember was that I was in space. I can't believe I'm sharing this with you guys. But I was in space and I was like in these clouds above Earth, like way above Earth. And I had 2 angels on both sides that had wings and everything. They were angels on my left and on my right. And then I remember I was looking down at my family. I was looking down at my mom and my dad and my sister and my brothers. Or my sister, actually. And my dad was working at a pizza shop. And I was looking down on him. And I felt a connection towards him. So I think I chose that family. I remember choosing my family, basically. I told my parents about this. And they were like, yeah, your dad was working at a pizza shop before you were born. And they believed me. And they were like surprised that I knew that. Like, they never told me that. So that was my first memory of ever being born. So my first another memory that I remember was that I was in church and my dad was holding me. I was a newborn baby. And my dad was holding me and I saw these angels. They were like baby angels. No, they were like regular angels. They were angels, and they were like playing with me. They were like looking at me and like playing with me, and I was laughing and kicking and like, you know, like playing with them and stuff like that. And I was really happy to see them. That's another memory I remember. That's like my second memory I remember. My first paranormal experience that I had. Let me tell you, this shit was fucking scary as fuck. Okay? So, this is what happened. I don't know how old I was. I was probably like 6 or 5 or something, or 4 or something like that. My grandma's house is haunted. They would take pictures, and in the pictures, I would see like ghostly figures in their pictures. No lie. They would never acknowledge it. My family always ignores shit like that, but I always paid attention to shit like that, and they always looked down on me for it. They always thought I was satanic or evil or demonic or whatever because I paid attention to shit like that. But I saw it when they had pictures of ghosts in them or spirits in the pictures, and I would always point it out, and they would always be like, "Oh, fuck you," or "That's satanic," or "Shut up." You know what I'm saying? So whatever, you know. So what happened this night? Oh my god, this is like one of the scariest experiences I had. My family, I was at my grandma's house. On my dad's side. I was at my dad's grandma's house, his mom or whatever. We go over there a lot. So I went to his house, and then everybody was outside, and I had to pee like really bad. So I went inside to go pee, and I peed. My grandma's house is very fucking scary. It's very fucking like awkward and weird. You know, there's like ghosts and spirits and shit in their house. I'm gonna tell you another experience after this one. You know. So I was sitting there, and then like their lights in the bathroom is like really dim. So it adds on to the extra scariness. You know what I'm saying? You could barely see in the bathroom. But anyway, so I walk out of the hallway. They have a very long, dark hallway. I think they have like 5, 4, 6 rooms in their house. And it was a very long hallway. And the hallway is very dark, you know. And then they turn the hallway light on. Everybody was outside. Everybody was outside. My whole family was outside. Everybody was outside. I was the only one inside my grandma's house by myself. So I was in there by myself, and I already felt like a really weird, bad presence, and I ignored it. And I walked to the front door. Dude, this is what happened next. When I walked out the bathroom, I saw this dark figure. It was dark in the hallway already, but I saw a darker figure in the hallway. Of like a really short person. Probably like my same height at the time. I was probably like 4 feet or something. And I walked to the front door. Okay. So when I walked to the front door and I tried to get out, the door would not open. My grandmother had like 3-4 different locks on it. I put the locks in every way so I can get out or in. I put the locks in so many combinations, and no matter what I did, even the way out, even a combination for me to open the door and get out, I cannot open it. There was something holding the door shut. So I was there, and I was panicking. Alright, let me tell you. I went to the hallway. I saw that dark figure. I ignored it. And I went to the front door. And I saw a black figure of my height. I was like 4 feet at the time. Of something. I don't know what the fuck it was. And it was walking really slowly towards me. And I was scared as fuck. I was so scared. And then I tried to open the door. I was like panicking. Like doing every lock to the door. And the fucking door would not fucking open. No matter what the fuck I did. I was scared as fuck, and I was trying to open the fucking door, and this figure was coming towards me, like, really slowly. And I was so fucking scared, like, I had tears in my eyes. I was like, holy shit, what am I gonna do? So I go to the front door, and I tried to unlock the front door. The front door, no matter what combination I put it in, would not open. And I think it was because of this being. And the being was getting closer. It was a black figure. And it was getting closer and closer and closer. And it was reaching its hands out towards me. And I was like scared. I was like, no! Like, help me! Like, open the door! Like, I was screaming. I was crying for my aunt to open the door. Screaming and crying for my grandma to open the door. Nobody heard me until like a few minutes later. And I opened it. They eventually opened the door. And the black figure did like, you know, like it reached out. And it like faded away like that. But it scared the shit out of me. I don't know what it wanted. I don't know why it wanted me. I don't know what would have happened if I let it get me. But I was just scared as fuck. And that was one of the first paranormal experiences I experienced when I was alive. I mean, obviously I had another one or two before I was alive. But that was the first time I experienced when I was alive. And that like set like a different mindset in my mind. Like that opened a lot of things in my young fucking mind. I think I was like probably like 5 years old when that happened. I was very scared when that happened. So yeah. My paranormal experiences started young. I've always known that I was different since day one. I always knew I was a different kid since day one. And I'm going to share that with you guys in another video. But for this video, that's all I have for now. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. Thank you.